Hey guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo and today is Friday, May 14th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Welcome back and happy Friday, and more importantly, happy New York Pro Weekend. We know that you've been waiting on this show for months, so now that we're less than 24 hours away, we figured that might as well touch a few major storylines that everyone will be talking about this weekend, starting with the showdown in the men's open between the Indy Pro champ Justin Rodriguez, Nick Walker in his season debut, and round 2 of the Blessing Awodibu experience. Even though I think most people see Justin as the clear favorite here, I think even more people are anxious to see Nick Walker in his season debut. These guys have been talking and arguing and exchanging comments back and forth for months, which honestly feels like it's a big part of the draw. This is easily the most hyped show of the season so far, so whoever walks away from this weekend with the win will 100% go the rest of the season riding a huge wave of momentum. I want to step away from the men's coverage for a second to shine the spotlight on some of the amazing women that'll be on stage this weekend as well, because this show will actually be the first all year that we've had women's bodybuilding and women's physique on the same card. If you can remember back to last year, which feels like forever ago now, the women's bodybuilding was really fun to watch for a lot of different reasons, including Myla Ash deciding to move up from physique, winning the whole damn thing, and immediately putting herself into the conversation as a potential champion in the division. For me, physique is equally as fascinating here because there isn't one clear runaway favorite. But I will say this, I'm really intrigued by Sharonica Henton. She hasn't competed in more than 2 years, but she isn't all that far removed from being a top 5 finisher at the Arnold and Olympia. So that's something definitely worth keeping your eye on. We're going to stay with the women again for just another second because there are a few things I want to hit on wellness and bikini. First, in bikini, Ashley Kaltwasser is already going for her 3rd straight win this year. If she does it, this will be the best start that she's ever had, maybe ever, and I think it clearly makes her the #1 threat to Janet Laig's title. If she wasn't already, I'm interested to see what happens with Erin Stern here too, because this will be her 2nd time on stage as a bikini competitor. In wellness, I think Angela Borges trying to go back-to-back has to be the big headline here. Obviously, if she wins, it'll clearly put her way ahead in terms of being the favorite to win the Olympia. But if she doesn't, now all of a sudden the next few months get way more interesting because it means we'll have a lot more things to consider. Plus, this division is still so new. I think having multiple winners makes the whole thing that much more exciting. The last things I wanted to touch on before we let you go for the weekend are men's and classic physique. On the men's physique side, we're looking at a lineup that has over 20 athletes in it, including a handful of Olympians, and a lot of guys who already have pro wins to their resume. But this division has so much parity in it right now, especially when you look at the athletes who could slide into the 6th through 10th range at the Olympia. That a win here could be huge in terms of its ability to put someone up higher in the pecking order. As far as classic physique is concerned, the lineup has a few names some fans probably recognize, but for the most part, some of the heavy hitters that we've had on stage here in the past just aren't here, which makes this a huge opportunity for someone to put themselves on the map. I always say that life is all about making the most of your opportunities, and is a perfect example because rising to the occasion here could be one of those moments that completely changes the course of someone's career. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.